Seems like the offensive line's having a lot more success this year than last year. Is that your look, and why is that so?
Yeah, I think really grew up, and we grew up together. We didn't grow up. We found out what it means to play as offensive line. Like, we didn't have success those last 2 years, but it helped us realize like what we needed to do to get to where we are now.
We'll go front row on the right side to Brent.
Dametrious, we're excited to hear that it was a night game for LSU. First of all, that's my first one for you. Just your reaction to that.
Yeah, for sure. A night game at Kyle is always going to be electric, so it's always fun to, have those night games, have those experiences.
And could you just speak to this opportunity for the program, a top 15 game, and nation's eyes will be upon Kyle Field. There's the opportunity at hand for y'all in this game.
No, it's a great opportunity for us to go out and play LSU. I'm not exactly sure what they're ranked at, but for us to go out and play the way that we know we're capable of playing, and we're just excited to play.
We'll go third row on the left side to Luke and then Alex.
Demetrius, can you talk about the success of the offensive line this season, especially given injuries to guys like Mark and TJ? What's helped y'all stay together and keep churning out good performances?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the season, we knew like playing offensive line, it's a fight in there every time. People are going to go down, and you know that. It was our goal for us to be like, oh, we lose somebody, like who's next? Somebody's got to be able to step up in that position and know the role that they got to play and know how we want them to play and match our standard of.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex.
Yeah, I know it's Monday, but just what do you know about LSU's defense and what you're seeing from them early on?
Yeah, no, for sure. They're a good team. There's no beating around the bush. They're a good team. But I know if we come out and just play out of the way I know we're capable of playing, we're good. We're going to be good.
We'll go back behind the lights on the right side to Ben.
And Demetrius, just how did you feel about Saturday's game? It seemed like it felt like y'all rushed for more than I guess it came out on the stat sheet. I know some plays got called back, but how did you guys feel like y'all did overall, especially in terms of establishing the run?
Yeah. We knew that coming out of the bye week that it was going to be, you come out of the bye week, you haven't played in a week, you've been practicing but no game reps, no like full speed reps. So we knew it was going to be shaky coming out. We knew that if we were going to win that game, we're going to have to play all 4 quarters. They were an SEC team, so we knew we were going to come out and play 2 quarters and win the game. We knew it was going to be a 4-quarter game.
We'll go second row on the right side to Olin.
Yeah, Demetrius, if you could speak for the whole offensive line here. I don't know if you know this or not. You probably do, that LSU has one of the better pass rushes in the SEC, maybe even the nation. Mm-hmm. And I just wonder, is that something how do y'all react to that? Is it something that y'all talk about and get excited about, or do y'all just take the approach, hey, it's just the next opponent, it doesn't matter?
I mean, of course, you're always going to have those players that you're like, hey, you got to know what their go-to move is. You got to know where they want to play, how they want to play. But you can't put them on this pedestal because every game you have to play the way you know you're capable of playing. So if I go out there and I play how I know I'm capable of playing, I know I'll be fine.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis.
I know the past couple of years, A&M's quarterback's taken a lot of hits and had some injuries. What does it mean for y'all this year that the fact that Connor has had a pretty clean pocket most of these games?
No, it's exciting knowing that we're protecting and he's knowing that he can sit back there comfortably and look at his reads and look at where he's got to go with the ball.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex.
You guys have scored a lot on your first drives this season. That's something that has been consistent throughout the year. What is it about the way you guys start games that you guys have found success and kind of just the mentality going out? Yeah,
so coming out of the locker room, it's like our thing is like empty the clip. Like you can't leave anything on the field. Like especially that first drive, even if we start with the ball, like we know we got to go down there and make a statement, let them know that this is going to be a long game, that they're going to have to play with us all 4 quarters, no matter what's going on.
We'll go third row on the left side to Tony.
Obviously, you have 3 of the better running backs in the league with Le'Veon Moss and Mari Daniels and E.J. Smith. Can you kind of talk about the camaraderie you guys have there and the connection you've built to allow you guys to be so successful this season?
Yeah. At the beginning of the season, it was like, hey, we're going to do everything in our power to keep you guys up, keep you guys running, to break the long run, but just trust us. That's all we ask for them, and that's what they do. And I think that has a lot to do with our success with them guys.
We'll go front row on the right side to Brent and then wrap things up with Cease.
Could you kind of take us through your journey? If I'm not mistaken, you showed up here as a tight end, correct? Did you ever play defensive end along the way or on that side of the ball at all? Or?
Not here, no, sir.
Okay, and you showed up as a two-way go. Could you just speak to your willingness to play what they ask you to play, and then your long-term future as as an offensive tackle as well after playing some tight end when you started here?
Yeah, so coming in my freshman year as a tight end, sophomore year, I want to say it started like the transition, like, hey, like, what do you think about this? And then it was like when I really dove into it, like that summer of my sophomore year, it was definitely a transition because it's a whole different position, but it was fun. Like the learning of everything was fun. Of course, I had to put on a little weight to get there, but it was a fun experience. I don't regret it at all.
What made it fun?
Just learning, like going from tight end to running routes and sometimes blocking to like seeing the whole defense and knowing where the linebackers and offense, like how they're slanting and all that stuff. It's almost like a game. So you playing that game and learning that game was what made it fun.
We'll go front row on the left side to Cease to wrap us up.
We ask you a lot of questions about the offensive line. What about you particularly? It seems like you made a lot of progress from last year to this year. If that's so, what's happened for that to happen?
So I made myself a promise at the beginning of this year that I'm going to do everything in my power to come in, have a starting position, and hold my starting position and play the best I can for my team. Started during spring when Coach Cush actually challenged me. He was like, hey, like, you can be that guy, but I need you to be that guy. And so I took that as a challenge to step up my game and study my film harder and just do the stuff I needed to do to get me to where I am.
I guess since you're playing LSU, did LSU ever recruit you? I guess I need to ask that. Did LSU recruit you, and what about that?
Yes, but it wasn't part of the plan, I don't think, to go there. So it was never like a serious, like, oh, let me go take a visit and stuff like that.